Hi muckers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today, and if you can tell, I have two little audience members here joining me along with Garfield and joining you along with the muckers, as in you. I don't know why I'm speaking about you in third person, but I just want to start off this video by saying that I have a fan on right now, if you can hear it. And I really apologize for that. I know how annoying it is whenever you watch videos online and there's like a fan going off or air conditioning or something like that. I just want you to know that the past few days I have not uploaded on YouTube because there has been the most intense heat wave ever within the UK, and it has been brutal. It has been the hottest it has been in like decades, centuries, and my dogs have been struggling, I have been struggling, and this is the only room that I can kind of make it less hot than what it actually is with the fan, so please bear with me. I'm really sorry about that, but that is the reason that I haven't been uploading the past few days, because it has been impossible to film and also like make sure the dogs are okay, so I've just been putting all my effort into that. But we have a lot to talk about today, so we're going to be talking about Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein have responded to a drama that has actually included me. And I completely agree with what Trisha is saying here. Now, we're going to get to what Ethan says. I'm going to have to put you behind me, actually, because I have to look up videos on my iPad. So I agree with what Trisha is saying here. And in terms of Ethan, this involves the clip of Ethan and Dan randomly just attacking Rich Lux, which I hate. And I've made a video on that, defending Rich Lux. And I just think it's so disgusting from both of them. But in terms of them talking about this lawsuit, that's what I want to touch upon today. So if you're aware, there was buzzing news recently that Trisha Paytas was suing the drama channels. Trisha Paytas was suing all of us, and Trisha was also suing Ethan Klein. And now this was news to me because it was all fake. So I hadn't heard about it behind the scenes, and I was getting so many Twitter tweets, so many YouTube comments, so many Instagram DMs from people saying that I was lying because I wasn't addressing it, so it must be real. So if you do not know the context, there was an anonymous caller called into a drama channel's live stream and said that they were a paralegal and that Trisha was planning on suing all of us. All of the drama channels had listed me, had listed Peter Mon, had listed the drama channels, and that it was happening very soon, and that she was also going to sue Ethan Klein. Now, this kind of blew up, and one thing I do want to say is the reason I never took this seriously from the start, because normally, doing what I do, if you get, you know, a little hint that you're going to get sued or whatever, you kind of clean up your act a bit. But whenever this happened, I was in LA with my mother, and I went, this is all bullshit, this is lies, and I can't believe people are believing this. So, that was my attitude towards it, and also, number one, why would a paralegal call into a drama channel's live stream and start throwing unnecessary, disgusting harassment at them? No, it's obviously not real. And then number two, why would a paralegal leak information about an impending lawsuit to a drama channel? Doesn't happen. And then number three, Trisha Paytas suing the drama channels and Ethan Klein. The fact that people believe that in the first place is deranged to me. So I never believed it from the start, and I know that the likes of Peter Mon also made a video in the moment where he was listed as well, and he was like, this is not true. Like, I hate to say it, to pop y'all's bubble or whatever, this is not happening, this does not happen, and it's all fabricated. And now, the third reason, and I don't mean this to be shady, I genuinely don't, the reason I didn't talk about this in the moment, the reason I didn't make videos on it, the reason I touched upon it maybe once in a video, which I'll show you, is because this news story happened during a time whenever there was really no drama happening on YouTube. And I can say that as someone who covers the drama. There was nothing really happening. Luckily, I had my LA content that was happening, which was great, and I really appreciated being in LA during a time where there was nothing really to talk about. And I really don't, you know, if there's no drama, I really just don't post videos. That's why I kind of go silent for a couple days here and there. I just don't feel the need to. But whenever I saw this huge story blowing up, and it all started from an anonymous caller, which I deemed to be fake from the start, I went, oh, it's just, you know, creating drama because there's nothing really to talk about. And I'm like, hey, do whatever you want. It's not on me. I mean, my name was dragged into it as well, she was suing me, but I just kind of was like, that's what it is. And then people started believing it, and it kind of turned into a bigger thing. So Trisha has addressed it, being like, there is so much for people to come at me for anyway. There is so many things that you can attack me, put me in drama headlines for, but just making up stuff about a lawsuit that I'm suing people, like, why would you do that? Why would you lie? And I have to say that I actually agree with Trisha. I'm on Trisha's side with this, and I really don't like Trisha. Trisha recently just blocked me on all social media. It's like, I'm not in Team Trisha right now, nor is Trisha in Team Adam. But that was my attitude with this, where it's like, we have so much to work with Trisha that I didn't feel the need to cover this. And a lot of you genuinely believed that I was lying to you, that I was getting sued behind the scenes and I wasn't being honest or transparent, and that was what annoyed me the most, which was why I had to address it, which is why I'm gonna pull up really quickly before we get into anything else, my addressing of the lawsuit 3 weeks ago. So to let you know that I've stayed consistent with my opinions on this before Ethan or Trisha even talked about it, this was my attitude towards it. And again, Peter Mon made a great video in which he was like doing a video on Trisha. He sent me a lovely DM a couple days ago, by the way. I love Peter, but he made a video that was talking about Trisha, and he was like, he said something and then he'd be like, oh, she might sue me, let me take that back. And then he would say something else and he'd be like, allegedly, I don't want to get sued again. Like, he made a joke about it as well, and I thought that was the attitude that the entire audience was having about this, that it was not real. But I know that a lot of people believed it, so whenever I hear Trisha be like, I can't believe people believe this, I'm like, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. So anyway, here was my opinion of this in the moment from someone who was involved in said lawsuit. Okay, here we go.
On her out for mocking Amber Heard, even though
I miss LA.
And I was like, that's still weird. Now, one thing I want to address is my comments and Drama Channel's comments, I know Peter Mon has addressed this, have been flooded.
See, I'm consistent.
With Trisha Paytas is suing the Drama Channels, including me. So I was like, oh, so did Trisha block me because she's suing me, allegedly? And that was weird to me as well, because I was like, okay, well, that can't be the reason, because Trisha blocking me hides all of her messages to me behind the scenes. And in court, you know, she wouldn't want to be accused of, like, getting rid of, like, conversations with me where she's very much so being supportive. So I was like, okay, that one doesn't make sense either. And the reason I haven't talked about...
There was just so many reasons for me to believe that this was, like, a fabricated story, I'm gonna be honest. And that's why I just never touched upon it. But now that Ethan and Trisha have talked about it, people are like, Adam, why aren't you talking about this? And I'm like, babe, number one, there's a heat wave, and I'm struggling to film and even operate as a human. Number two, I'll get there. But here we go.
This alleged lawsuit of Trisha Paytas is because apparently I'm the one being sued along with other drama channels. I haven't heard anything. And no one has heard anything. I don't know where this has started from. I don't know where this speculatory thing has started from and gone to.
Sorry, Dolly just fell off. Come on, you can get up. Come on. Good girl.
But all I can tell you, you know I wouldn't fucking lie to you, mucker. Like, being one of the names that Trisha is allegedly suing, from what I can tell you, up until this date of filming,
and I'm being honest,
which is Tuesday the 28th of June, there has been nothing behind the scenes.
And it's now Monday the 18th of July, an entire week past the lawsuit filing day. And why would you believe it was all fake? Because of course it was. Because why are we believing that someone in a legal team would call into any YouTube channel and leak the information about an impending lawsuit? Because that doesn't happen. That does not happen. Okay.
And on my end, I can't speak for other drama channels, what has been happening. The only thing on my end in terms of Trisha is Trisha has blocked me. So I can't explain that. Maybe Trisha is suing. Like, I don't want to feed into the conversation because it's so weird for me to, like, sit down and be like, I'm going to talk about Trisha suing me, and then I can't show you that she's suing me, but, like, let's talk about it. I don't know. That feels...
I get called out by people who hate me every single day anyway for making up stuff, or, what's the narrative they run with? Like, fabricating stories. Here's proof that I don't. Because I literally say in the moment of this, why would I make a video on Trisha Paytas is suing me whenever I cannot prove to you anything that Trisha's suing me? Let's finish this clip though.
Weirder to me than just like dunking on Trisha. So all I can promise you is I haven't heard anything behind the scenes. But here was my thing. So Trisha blocked me. So let's say Trisha allegedly...
Alright, okay, so that was the clip. Now, I'm going to get to what Ethan said, and then we're going to finish on Trisha saying it. My little girl's struggling in the heat, isn't she? We're going to get to what Ethan had to say. Now again, this was in the clip where Dan is basically being the worst person in the world to Rich Lux, and I made an entire video on this, like sticking up for Rich Lux, and I sent Rich like a text behind the scenes where I'm like, I am so fucking sorry that this is happening to you because you're being like singled out here by Dan, and that's exactly what is happening, and it makes me so fucking angry and pissed off on Rich Lux's behalf. But let's hear what Ethan has to say about this.
At Catster.
Then there's nothing to, you know.
If it's supposed to be as good an event as they say it is, why aren't they letting us in?
That's interesting. That's
You know, they made us pay for parking, so they lied about that.
Okay.
Wait, I want to get to
I don't have that specific
Hold
thing
on.
you were confused.
Somebody said the first.
Yeah.
Was he? I don't follow him really. I thought we were cool, and then this happens a lot with like these smaller drama channels.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get the clicks and the views and stuff, which I get.
Your name gets a lot of clicks.
Well, thanks, bro. Thanks
Does.
for saying that. It's nice.
I don't think he's like adamantly anti-Ethan.
No, Rich. No, I don't think so either. But sometimes he goes too far. Like
Here we go.
you know, to get them clicks. He does too much.
Like making 4 videos about me.
That's too much.
Yeah.
God is fucked
There were
up on
4
the timeline.
videos.
And that was just
Yeah.
like bullshit.
Dan, you deserve to get called out.
Do you feel famous?
Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Get it off your chest. We're talking to Rich.
Wait,
And who is...
I'm trying to skip past AB being like he's the most ally an ally can be, just out of cringe, but here we go.
Well, the Rich Lux is famous for literally making shit up in his headlines.
Yeah.
This isn't a fuck Rich Lux video, by the way.
No.
I just laughing that he called himself press.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. I saw he posted a video recently where he was like, Ethan Klein is suing Trisha Paytas or something.
No,
like that.
Trisha is suing you.
Trisha's suing me.
Yeah, just like a week ago.
I was like, oh yeah, because he had some fucking random
Some
person
nobody
pretending to be a lawyer or a clerk. But I was like, dude, you
Rich
just,
poor.
yeah, I don't know if press.
Poor luck.
Alright, so that was their take on Rich Lux, and I think that because they spent the majority of it making fun of Rich Lux, it completely takes away their argument, in my opinion. And it's like, from Rich Lux's perspective, if I put myself in, if you're one of the names like I was being said that you were being sued, I don't know, and I can't say what other people who were listed like Peter Monner, like Rich Lux, who were being sued, opinions will be on being told there's a possible lawsuit. People will respond to that in different ways, and the fact that H3 have like no respect to like single him out in that makes me feel really bad for Rich Lux, and I've said that whenever I made the original video, and when I say it now, I just feel there's no reason to be singling anyone out right now, and they're only doing it for Rich Lux, and that's an issue. But Trisha's opinion is a little bit more general, which I prefer because I hate whenever people just keep singling out Rich Lux and being petty and just rude with it. It's like, I've just had so many nice conversations with Rich Lux behind the scenes recently that I'm like, why are y'all just like singling him out all the time? But anyway, let's get to Trisha talking about this, and again, spoiler, I completely agree with everything she's saying here. So there we have Ethan saying that it was bullshit, the lawsuit. So Ethan has the same opinion, just talking about the lawsuit, not about any YouTubers, that the lawsuit was bullshit, which was my exact opinion. Now let's get to Trisha's.
I don't like when people like lie, make up things, like, you know, like there's, like I said, there's a lot of drama you can just report on me, right, in general. Not now, I'm not doing anything, but the fact that people just like make up stuff, like I literally, I don't know, there was something about me suing people or phone calls. I had like literally no idea. I just would see stuff, obviously they were like troll accounts or something, and I'd be like all the things you could talk about me, like you just gonna make up stuff, like literally out of nowhere. And I see that not just with, I don't like when people like lie.
Alright, so here's my thing. Trisha Paytas is not the spokesperson for reliability or the truth. But all I'm gonna say is she's saying the truth in that video. No, Trisha was not behind the one who was leaking the information to drama channels that she was suing. No, there was not a lawsuit happening. Do I believe that it was fabricated drama? Absolutely. There was nothing really to talk about a couple weeks ago whenever that was happening. Now we have, you know, our Ace Fest to focus on and stuff like that, but there was nothing really to talk about. That was the reason I didn't make videos on it, because I thought that it was just like fabricated drama. Now, the conversation about who fabricated it, you can go down multiple different avenues with that, but all I'm gonna say is it's very clear that this was just like a troll who made this up to get people talking, and I didn't feel the need to talk about it because the lawsuit didn't make sense. a paralegal calling in doesn't make any sense, and I don't like Ethan and Dan's approach with this. I think they're just unnecessarily rude, but them saying that they don't agree or they didn't think the lawsuit was real to begin with anyway because it just like doesn't make sense was my exact opinion. And Trisha going, I have so much out there, for better or for worse, for you to make videos on me for, so why would you literally make up lawsuits, whoever's doing it, whether it's just someone on Twitter or whatever like that, to make that up whenever it literally is just lying? What's the point? And that's my exact opinion of it. And you can believe that I have no morals. You can believe that I cover anything, that I do not look into anything I cover. You can do that, that's fine. But please let this be an example to you, even if you despise my guts, that I'm not willing to just make a video off of, like, speculation about someone suing me. It's not something that I felt I wanted to put out there, because also the amount of messages from my muckers that I got worried about me being sued whenever it wasn't even happening was so kind, by the way, that you cared. So why would I feed into that and make maybe more of you a little bit nervous that maybe my channel will get deleted, or maybe I will get sued, I'll lose all my money, or I'll lose, like, it just was not worth it to me. So my opinion on overall this, I agree with Trisha, which I never thought I'd say. Ethan and Dan's approach is shit, like always. However, them saying that they thought that it just didn't make sense, I agree with. And then you heard my take on it. So, let me know your take on this. This is me closing the fucking chapter on my channel on this stupid-ass lawsuit drama that was never real to begin with. Coming from someone who literally was included in the names of who's being sued. So I feel I have every right to make this video. Wow, she is comfortable. I love you, Mucker. I will see you in my next one. I really do apologize for the lack of videos, and I apologize for the fan being on. It's just hot. It's hot. It's hot, and we're not ready for the heat over here. Our houses are built to keep in the heat, so when there's a heat wave, and I have to keep these girls happy and healthy as well. So, I love you. Bye.